Okay, so you all introduce yourselves?
Yeah, you all
Yeah.
introduce
So
yourselves.
I will.
Just quickly say we're playing Maryville today.
Yeah, I will.
Introduce.
And it's our last game of the season. We are 4-2.
Yes.
Alright, you introduce us.
One
I'll
of,
just wave.
and then Maryville is undefeated. They haven't dropped a
A
map
map? A
or
map?
A game.
game. They haven't dropped a game.
Oh, okay, we're
Okay,
doomed.
let's
Okay.
do it.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Running the live test in three, two.
My God.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very exciting day in UNC League of Legends. Not only is it, sadly, the last day of the season, not only do we have the TriCast going on, but we have our toughest opponent yet today. My name is Blake or Podslam. Next to me I have...
I'm Franklin, the bod kill.
And I'm Michael, NACL.
All right, and we have a star-studded game for you today. It's a best of three against the Maryville University. If you follow the Proving Grounds at all, you know that they are a very good collegiate team. They are currently undefeated in NACE play. UNC is sitting at 4-2, so not too bad themselves, but definitely their toughest opponent they have faced this entire season. We actually are going to go into a interview here in the next few seconds with UNC's own Jimmy Coy before this game starts. I believe we have him on the call already. Jimmy, how are you doing today?
Great. I'm doing great.
Jimmy's doing great. So yeah, we had a few questions that we wanted to ask you going into this game. So we have some different stats and other stuff going on from your guys' season so far. The average kills for you, I don't know if you know this, is about 10.1, which if anyone who plays any type of league competitively, that is quite a high number. How do you think this series is going to change how your team plays, or is it going to change at all, and your team is going to rely on you to play these carry type champions?
So obviously we're only going Jimmy Coy carry.
Okay.
However, I didn't realize my KDA was that high, but like for this series, it's probably going either skyrocket down or skyrocket up, depending on
Okay.
what I play. And I'm busting out some juicy picks tonight.
A make or break game, very much so. So we have the 7 total champions that you have played this split, namely those being Kane, Graves, Karthus, Viego, Nidalee, Belveth, and Echo. Those are all very aggro in their own right. Some of them can play a little bit differently, such as the Kane or the Echo, depending on how you build them. Your jungle opponent in this match is going to be the Odd Orange himself, who plays a lot of those same champions, ironically, but has the most games on his account on Lee Sin. Do you and your team fear that Lee Sin pick, or do you?
We did not give a fuck about Lee Sin. I'm sorry for cutting you off. We don't give a fuck.
Okay, all right. They do not care about the Lee Sin pick whatsoever. But yeah, so back to the Odd Orange. Very proactive jungler for his team. Averages about 59% KP and over 1 vision score per minute. With 4 ganks per game pre 15 minutes. Is those amount of aggression towards the laning phase going to change how you match up against him? Are you going to try and play something that can duel him and potentially dissuade him from doing these ganks, or are you going to play something entirely different?
I'm pretty sure we're playing something entirely different depending on how the first game goes, but
Okay.
for now, I think we're playing a real strategy where we just don't do anything.
Fair,
But
fair enough. It is what it is. You guys have any questions yourself for Jimmy Coy?
You pulling out the Twitch today?
dude, keep it low, keep it low down. Keep it low key.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, don't want to give away the pocket picks just yet. Michael, any questions for you? We can relay.
No questions, but I just want Jimmy to know that we're all rooting for him here.
Yeah, we are all rooting for you here at the Carolina Gaming Studio. This is definitely the biggest game so far for you all. What would it mean to potentially take down Maryville in this series?
I think it really means a lot for our entire team mentality. right now we're kind of mental boomed. Not really. However, if we win this game, we make it to what is it, play-ins, and
Okay.
then we rejoice and maybe make a UNC esports compilation.
There you go. Hey, if that's what we have on the docket, then all we can hope for is a quick win. Because I did not know that you guys are that close to playoffs. So if you lose this game, do you get out of playoff contention?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I believe it's top
Uh-oh.
2, and we're tied with the second place team right now.
Oh no. All right. So
But the
this
second
is
place team has a free win.
they have a free win. Well, this is an even freer win for you guys. I mean, come on now. Like,
Real.
well, definitely best of luck to you and the team. This is definitely going to be a spicy game, regardless of how the record of the match goes. I know I'm looking forward to some pocket picks, some diverse strategies, and stuff that we have not seen, as you were talking about. Gentlemen, any final remarks?
Yo, good luck. You'll need it.
Michael, any remarks?
No, same as when Franklin said. You'll need it.
All right. Well, Jimmy Coy, words of encouragement from the members of the desk this time around. Thank you for joining us for this interview, and best of luck today.
Thank you so much. Franklin, you're short as hell.
I'm sitting down.
Well, you heard it here first, folks, from Jimmy Coy himself, straight from UNC's roster. This game is going to be different, going to be spicy, and going to be unique. Lads, what is something that we can look forward to in this game?
Some cheese picks.
Cheese picks.
I believe that's
Yeah, that's the way to win, probably.
All right, what types of cheese picks are we talking
I mean,
about?
We already said the Twitch jungle. I mean, that might be leaking it, but
Twitch jungle?
Yeah, that could totally be the answer here. What do you think, Franklin?
Twitch jungle. I think is bad, but it's not often seen, so
It might just completely catch them off guard.
can get some early picks. Get them snowballed.
I like it. I like having that versatility in the jungle, playing stuff like the Echo, Kane, Graves, and then potentially being able to switch it over to the Twitch entirely. Speaking of versatility and flexibility, something that I think separates UNC from Maryville this time around is their flexibility in the support role, namely between their two supports, Castellan and Luxana Unana, who we have seen play different times throughout this season. Castellan more so than Luxana, but you can see from the stats here around Castellan and Luxana, very different play styles.
Yeah, for sure. You can see Castellan. He usually plays more engaged type of supports, and Luxana Unana likes the more enchanter supports like Yumi. I think it's pretty clear who the better support here is, though. Just looking at stats.
Oh my!
But yeah, that's a really diverse champion pool for UNC here.
Franklin?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the types of champs do reflect on the KDA here. Quite a stark difference.
But the thing is, do we see picks like the Yumi make it through draft? That has been a very contested ban champion, not only in our own season, but throughout Worlds as well. I think it nearly has a 100% pick ban rate throughout the entirety of Worlds. If it's not 100%, it's like 97. So
Yeah, I definitely think if UNC wants to win, I think Yumi might be the way to go on blue side. I don't know if Maryville will even have that on their radar if Castellan's playing, but just whip it out as like some surprise pick maybe, get a win in. I don't know where to go from there though.
yeah, it will definitely depend on who is playing in each game to say what type of stuff they go with, because Luxana Unana can play these tankier engage, but as we saw from that graphic, definitely desires these enchanter type supports a lot better to be able to support Cypress in the ADC role, to be able to provide his team shields, heals, speed boosts, and everything like that. Do we know if we are on blue side or red side? I know we said blue side, but I'm not sure if that is what we are actually on, production. We do not know. Okay, so if we are not on blue side, if we are on red side, what is something that you guys think UNC should prioritize for that last pick?
The last pick, I think, should probably go to mid. 'Cause I think mid will be deciding factor in this game. Because like enemy mid, APA, beat Faker once. It's definitely a strong player. I think they really need to prioritize some mid picks here to get out of laning phase maybe as fast as possible and just get the lead elsewhere on the map through jungle, through bot, anyways.
I disagree.
You disagree? All right.
I
Where do you
think-
think UNC should focus?
I think mid. They can just pick whatever control mage they want, and just seems like Jimmy Coy is really confident in himself. So perhaps
Okay.
they give him the big counter pick so he can carry.
Big counter pick.
Either that or top.
Yeah, we do have some very notable names through the top half of the map for Maryville, namely Odd Orange, APA, as you're talking about, and then Niles, who former LCS player, played for Golden Guardians. I believe it was 2 years ago. Has a very diverse champion pool himself, going up against Rami Baba, who we know can play a vast array of different champions. But I feel like if we do see the Jimmy Coy carry, he will sadly be put on tank duty, depending on who is in the support position on bot side.
Yeah, we'll see who drops the ego, but Rami has a solo killed Zeus. He's let everyone know multiple times. So I believe he will also solo kill Niles for
Ooh.
sure.
All right, so you heard it here. We already have our first blood predictions with Rami Baba slaying Niles.
I'll give it like a 2%.
I mean,
Yeah, I
hey
know.
man, that's
Yeah,
that's
generous,
that's
honestly.
still
I
still
know.
greater than 1%. Michael, where do you think this first blood in this first game is going to come from? Before we've even seen the draft, before we've even seen anything, what position are you thinking is going to be the most aggressive here?
I think it's for sure going to be jungle.
Jungle.
I think Jimmy Coy is just going to go crazy, looking for that lead. In a good way, of course, But I think, blood will be shed in jungle first, for sure.
Yeah, it is going to be a battle of the junglers. I believe Jimmy Coy is our highest ranked player on our team.
Oh, it's doomed.
I believe so, yeah.
It's doomed. Why is
No,
that?
No, I didn't mean it.
Uh,
Also, I'd like to predict the support to be the first death.
Support to be the first death.
Our support or theirs?
Ours.
Ours. All right. So looking at the opposing bot lane, let's actually run on that a little bit. So the bot lane of Maryville consists of Scary Jerry and Align My Chakras, who Scary Jerry's challenger, Align My Chakras is master. And Align My Chakras has a very aggressive solo queue pool that he has been playing. I don't know what they play in scrims, but looking at his stats for solo queue, plays a lot of Pike, plays a lot of Xerath, plays a lot of Lux and Thresh. So those are very aggressive picks that he can go to potentially throw off UNC. Because if it is someone like Luxana Unana in the support role, then picks like Pike and Thresh are going to tear these Enchanter supports apart. Unless it is something like the Lulu, which can polymorph or other something like that.
Yeah, for sure. In draft, they have to keep those picks in mind because if there's a bad matchup bot, I think the game might just be over in select, and we don't want that happening.
Franklin?
Yeah, that's a very interesting champ pool. Xerath and Lux, kind of playing for Lane Kingdom. Let's hope they don't get the pressure. Also, Scary Jerry, is that a typo? He has a 35% win rate.
Oof. Solo queue has not been kind to the man Scary Jerry. But yeah, so very, very, very standard picks from Scary Jerry. Have the Sivir, Caitlyn, Ezreal, Zeri, Draven. Definitely the Sivir and Caitlyn I think are going to be very contested picks.
Caitlyn for sure.
Caitlyn
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Especially with supports champ
I would be
pool.
surprised if Red Side ever lets that champ through.
Mm-hmm.
But if it does, then I think it's going to be definitely bloody game bot lane.
Yeah, and that's the issue with playing red side during this series is you are forced to ban a lot of things. You're forced to ban the Yuumi because if you don't, they're gonna first pick it. You're forced to ban the Caitlyn because if you don't, they're gonna first pick it. I mean, granted, you could leave both of those
That's an
open
alternative. You could leave everything open.
and then just say, all right, we are going to bait you, and then whatever you pick, we're just gonna pick the other one. So if UNC did decide to do that, which do you think they should prioritize? This Caitlyn, which scales very, very well into the late game, or the Yuumi, which also scales, but just in a different way?
Well, if they're red, they don't have the choice. But
Sure.
if they would prefer one,
Yeah.
I would say probably Caitlyn. I've not seen Steven on Yuumi yet.
Also, yeah, picking Yuumi into a Caitlyn sounds like suicide to me. So
Yeah,
that lane
depending.
does not sound the best.
Yeah,
but
depending on the ADC partnered with the Yuumi, it can definitely make a big difference between lane kingdom and staying under your turret for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But we are heading into draft for game 1. UNC on the blue side, MU on the red side. First ban going to be Graves.
Yep, Graves definitely probably one of the strongest junglers out there right now. So no surprise there.
Caitlyn already banned away, like we were talking about. Have it red side forcing themselves to have to take that away from Cypress, who has been very consistent for UNC. This split has the highest KDA on the team.
There goes the Karthus.
Ooh. Okay.
So now I'm wondering what UNC wants to pick here first. I'm
Yeah, I
not
wonder-
sure what picks are open for them here. Maybe just a Philios lock in here.
And the Pike is actually
Oh,
taken
the
away.
Aatrox, of course. Wait, the Aatrox is open, so that's definitely a champ you want to pick up.
Rami Baba taking the Aatrox for his team. There's very big confidence in him
Yeah,
to
blinding
have that
Aatrox,
first pick.
Yeah, I guess they're
Any
saying
Fiora players?
there's no counter, but
Production wants Nunu, from what we can see.
Blind
this
pick Syndra. Is that flex?
I don't think so.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that's going mid. And then there's a Renekton lock-in.
The instant Renekton.
Looks like they are playing
Cassante.
hard
Homies-
for
Oh,
lane.
Cassante, yeah.
I don't believe he is available just yet, but that is not stopping Jimmy Coy from wanting to pick him.
Probably just a Belveth lock-in for jungle. I'm not really sure what else we pick here. Maybe mid? Oh, Ari. That's an option, I
Can
guess.
Prod tell us whether it is Castellan or Luxana who is playing in game 1? It is Castellan. Okay, so the tanky engage support player rather than the enchanter for the first game around, and Ari and Viego going to be the picks for B2 and B3 for UNC.
Definitely interesting. It looks like I feel like it'll be hard to play Viego here, especially with these lanes. But maybe some quick kills could help. I don't know, make the Viego pop off in fights. So
Yeah, Ari Viego is a pretty good combo because Ari can catch someone out and give Viego the reset.
Mm-hmm.
there's a Philios ban. So bot lane pool looking kind of pinched. Maybe there's just a Kaisa pick here.
Something that I think is interesting that we actually mentioned whenever we were talking to Jimmy Coy is they picked the Lee Sin. Odd Orange is going to be playing the blind monk himself. So one of his highest picked champions throughout this entire season, both in solo queue and from what else I can see. But yeah, the Twitch banned away. So obviously UNC not wanting Scary Jerry to get his hands on the rat himself. But yeah, just ADC bans.
Both
That's
sides just banning out ADCs right now.
5 total
Seems-
ADC bans.
Seems
up.
like a pretty
Sivir?
broken rule to me.
Sivir left open. We got.
You have
Kaisa.
Varus left open.
We got Varus. That's for sure.
Yeah, I
strong
think
pick right now.
Varus is probably the strongest pick here.
I'm not sure if UNC's ADC plays Varus, but there's
I
Kaisa
don't
locked in.
believe it is out of Cypress's wheelhouse to play Varus, but the Kaisa going to be locked in for Maryville. Ooh, the Nyla.
Yo, that's not a lock-in.
I don't believe we have seen Cypress on Nyla this split
I
just
guess-
yet.
Kaisa is fairly short range, so maybe Nyla could work here.
Yeah, and going into the composition of Maryville, you have the Renekton and the Lee Sin who like to get up in your face.
There's a Xayah lock in.
But the Xayah. Could we see Xayah Rakan to have even more engaged power?
Not
Yeah.
sure about Rakan here, but Nautilus.
Yeah. Oh. Both of those champions, Castellan's favorites. Not Cassante just yet. But UNC.
I prefer Mumu.
You prefer the Amumu here, and Castellan heard you apparently. He
Yeah.
oh,
And the instant set
That
lock-in.
support lock-in.
interesting. So that is going to be set support and a lot of physical damage on the side of Maryville. The only source of AP is that Syndra. I think Kaisa might do magic damage actually, a little bit of it.
Kaisa does quite a bit.
But yeah, definitely going to be a difference maker in this game. Having that, both of these teams very aggressive compositions.
Yeah, definitely. Maryville especially. I think they picked a lot of like 4-lane early game champs. But I don't hate UNC's answers. I think Zaya pretty good pick here. Not too bad. The blind Aatrox is like a confident fix, but I think it'll do well this game. So honestly, I think it's just up to the players now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, looking at the total games for Cyprus this season, he has not played Zaya once this entire season in any games. So going to be interesting to see this time around. So I actually want to correct myself. He had played the Nyla once before, and from looking at his kills, deaths, and assists, it was a win. Went 9-2 and 11 on it. So played pretty well on the Nyla. I don't have any Zaya stats to go off of this time around though. So so what do you guys think is going to be the lane to focus on during this first game?
Probably the Renekton lane.
Renekton, Aatrox.
Yeah, if Renekton can trade onto Aatrox early, they can like set up some dives with Lee Sin. And Renekton probably has prior on that matchup. So
Okay.
Yeah, top lane definitely probably gonna be Dove level 3 if Jimmy Coy decides to path away. So hopefully, either Rami is really good at playing weak side, which I mean he has shown in the past. Because bot lane is definitely playable for with the Amumu set bot lane as supports. It's definitely gonna be a fight down there. But top lane is definitely a big question mark as far as what to do with it. This game.
I think it is a very big skill matchup between these two because both of them they're good in their own right, but dueling one another, it is going to be up to Rami Baba on this Aatrox to be able to make sure he's able to connect on the knockups with his Qs because Renekton will be diving onto you right up in your face. So it is going to be hard to hit the knockups for Q1 and Q2. Q3 will be a little bit easier, obviously, because it's just a big circle in front of you. But making sure you're able to keep the Renekton at a distance and be able to take fights on your own terms. If we can actually take a look at this final draft, how everything just pans out once again. So Aatrox, Renekton, Viego, Lee Sin, very big potential for some ganks in the top side, some 2v2, just skill like matchups between these two sets of champions.
Yeah, I think it's definitely these kinds of champions are if you hit your skill shots, you will just win. So I think, it's definitely up to the players right now.
Luckily, up to the side of Maryville, Renekton doesn't have any skill shots, so that makes it a little bit easier.
I mean, they have some.
Renekton?
where's his skill shots,
Okay,
bro?
Lee Sin Q, in top lane, you're saying, but I think there's some definitely some outplayability in these drafts.
Yeah. It is a skill game for sure in this game one between UNC and Maryville University. The toughest opponent UNC has faced this entire season, but we are going to be along for the ride regardless. Don't want to miss this series. You do not want to miss this first game between these two Titans. Don't look away from that browser. UNC Esports. We'll be right back.
66 viewers. Quick run more ads.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the game one between UNC Esports and Maryville University. Franklin just said it right there. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in to today's match, a Clash of the Titans, as Nick zooms in right up to align my chakras right there. Got a banger so far. I mean, these comps, I already love what I'm seeing. We talked a little bit about it during Champion Select. What is something that you guys are going to be keeping your eyes on this time around as far as the lanes go?
Renekton?
Other than the Renekton.
I expect a lot of set roams.
Set roams.
And for Castellan to match, hopefully.
Yeah, Castellan on this Amumu. Amumu is very good in these early level ganks. Has the 2 charges of Bandage Toss, which that was changed. I believe it was this season.
Yeah.
That was changed.
This season, wow, feels so long ago.
Yeah, we're getting old, man. Like I've been playing League since 2015.
Me, I'm looking at mid lane.
Okay.
I'm definitely interested in this Ahri. I'm not sure how she'll do this game. I mean, there's a lot of lockdown on
Mid
enemy
Doom,
team.
GG. Oh, GG.
Early trades going on between Kersey and APA as he throws up the
getting
thumbs
hit by
down
those
Silas, the
Qs.
BM.
He has a corrupting pot.
Yeah, sick corrupting pot, so he's looking to trade a lot, but
Line my
did
chakras.
not look good for him.
It's the face breaker there, but the return bandage shot is going to be used. Some good trading out of UNC, getting the better end of that. But Kersey and APA duking it out. The corrupting pot for Kersey is helping him out, but getting hit by everything by APA. Once again, throws up the thumbs down Silas. Could potentially kill him. The flash onto him. APA, the first blood onto Kersey.
It's a solo bull in the mid lane. Oh, you hate to see it.
That is rough, having to burn his teleport this early already. But the flash facebreaker is going to be used by Line My Chakras. Cypress getting hit up right there. The haymaker going to be used at the bandage at the very end. Use the ignite is going to tick down, and the heal not there because it's not in the game. 2 kills already in favor of Maryville.
You just hate to see it.
Castellan stepping up a little too far there. Reminds me of a certain Silas E from Chovy.
Hitting
a skill shot and you don't actually want it to hit.
That's exactly what I guarantee it. Castellan, whenever that hit, said, "Oh, uh-oh," and just that saves his flash there. Oddly enough, doesn't want to burn it, doesn't want to give the flash away as well as the kill. Rami Baba.
Rami Baba is the last hope for the laners. Hopefully he can pull it through. It's also not looking very good. It's looking diveable,
Yeah,
but jungler's not in the area.
I like to...
Jungler's going bot lane here, so top lane, I guess, would be left on an island once again.
If I was Renekton, I'd be spam pinging my jungler to come top.
If I was Rami
Honestly,
Baba...
he might just dive him solo here, no?
He might. He actually will.
He doesn't have Ignite, so I do think that is the only thing dissuading him. Does get hit by the Q right there. John, 833 going to get out himself.
Solo kills in all 3 lanes.
That is
Oh.
a little tragic.
Jimmy Coy is tilted out of his mind probably.
Kersey going to be facing off against the Line My Chakras, but Jimmy Coy has arrived to bail him out right there. Maryville just getting the better end of all of these fights. That's one in top lane, incredibly close. APA flashing on Kersey earlier and killing him, and Jimmy Coy not even able to get the Scuttle Crab.
Jimmy's not feeling good.
Yep, this is when jungle feels really broken right now. When
Junglers are even in CS, so keep that in mind as well. No jungler has more gold than the other one. Pressure is a different thing that is not measurable in gold. But Rami Baba and John 833.
which is really unfortunate. You see, Maryville has all these early game lanes, and every single lane is able to get a solo kill. So definitely not what UNC wants to see right now.
Yeah, UNC sadly taking the badder end or the worst end of these trades. And speaking of bad end of trades, Rami Baba in a bad place right there. Odd Orange going to pick up the kill onto him. Every member of Maryville is on the board so far. UNC falling very quickly behind. 2,000 gold deficit in the first 5 minutes.
2,000 gold already at this point in the game. Yeah. Right now, I guarantee you, everyone on UNC is now just trying to think of the best way to lose gracefully.
The game is not over just yet, as I remind my fellow Doomsday-ers.
Oh no, it's for sure winnable. Sorry. Jungle, I think something still happened in jungle. Once I hit level 6, I think UNC's comp can definitely come online. So I think there's definitely avenues to win. It's just looking extremely hard right now.
Maryville just have so much pressure over UNC right now. Item advantages, pressure advantages. I mean, you can look at these bot lane items. Whereas Scary Jerry has the double longsword, Cypress came back with a cull. So he is playing for the long game. He is not wanting to fight if he can help it, unless it is a 3v2. But Rami trying to get some trades back onto John. John going to pop the Dominus. Rami does not have the World Ender himself, but going to get out alive. Doesn't have the teleport, so he will lose. Actually, no, stays. So he won't lose any of this farm. That does allow John to rotate down into the jungle of UNC.
Yeah, this is when Renekton feels like the most OP champ in the game. When he has this kind of lead, he can just basically do whatever he wants. Even if Jimmy Coy comes top right now as Viego, I'm pretty sure they just get 2v1. Maybe not now he popped the R early, but yeah, definitely a dire situation top.
And what's even worse for UNC as far as this top situation goes, if you look right at the blue buff for UNC, John 833 was able to get a ward, so he will see Jimmy Coy if he does decide to rotate up, unless he goes the long way around into the lane. But he is currently sitting bot side, might look for a lane gank here. Minion dies, so not going to be seen. Lima Chakra's getting hit by the Bandage Toss. Castellan could be in a bit of trouble, but Jimmy Coy hears it. The double Bandage Toss goes, and we could see a bot kill right here. Jimmy Coy going to get the flash onto him. Lima Chakra's going to give the soul up to Jimmy Coy. Haymaker goes out. Sipper's trying to get more damage. Not going to finish it off just yet. Rami Baba could be in a bit of trouble himself. It does actually stay alive. But yeah, good gank for UNC. Able to get some well-needed gold for themselves.
Jimmy Coy in the game now. As soon as he hits 6, I think fights will become...
Rami Baba is in some trouble. It's actually just going to get solo bolo. Didn't even need Odd Orange, who was sitting in the Tribe Rush right there.
No, that blocking was really good. It also denied Kaisa like multiple waves of XP and gold there.
This is very good as far as scaling goes. And the Lima Chakra is going to be able to stop the recall of Cypress. Cypress might have been just sitting in the shop. Does use the cleanse to get rid of the ignite. And yeah, gets out alive. Only having to use the cleanse. Holds the flash.
Yeah, holding the flash there is huge. Because he already used R earlier in that game. So definitely looking quite diveable. That flash might keep him alive.
3 members of each team towards this top side. Castellan, the flash bandage toss onto Scary Jerry. The cleanse going to cleanse it out. Castellan with the solo bolo onto Kaisa. But meanwhile, top lane, Maryville focusing this Herald. Dominus is popped. Flash stun. Kersey is in a bit of trouble, but does have the Spirit Rush to be able to get out of there. Cypress and Castellan trying to push this wave, trying to get something off of this play, off of Maryville picking up this Herald.
Yeah, that's actually not that bad for UNC. Renekton pops the R and the flash, so Rami gets some much needed relief in the top lane, hopefully. Maybe he can farm a couple waves. And I do think UNC might have a slight advantage in scaling in teamfights later in the game, so yeah, even though I was pretty down on their chances earlier, I think they might have a chance, potentially, if they can get out of the early game, or mid game.
Michael is a believer this time around. Only about a little over 2.5k down so far. Are down a Dragon and a Herald as well. But plates are going to be the name of the game for the next about 4.5 minutes for UNC, because kills are a lot harder to come by than plates.
Leeson has a Herald, so right now, if you're Jimmy Coy, I think you have to be thinking where he wants to drop that, and trying to match that so that they don't get a full tower for free.
One thing to note is Syndra has the Ludens.
Ooh. Kersey getting some good damage onto APA. Gonna back off.
Crazy with the Merchant rush also. Actually, I didn't notice that. I think
Oh,
was that why he lived earlier? From that Renekton Flash W.
That is an interesting buy out of Kersey, but Odd Orange going to use the ward hop over the wall and just, oh my goodness, wombo combo back to the fountain. Kersey, those Merc Shreds are not going to help you there, my friend.
Yep, and then there's the Herald. So the situation UNC wants to avoid is seeming to happen. I think that's 5 places Syndra, full tower. It's looking quite dire.
Yeah, they're
in
going to
mid
get a
lane.
second hit here. Do they kill the entire second turret?
I think they do.
Holy moly. Yeah, that is going to be a 11-minute tier 2 turret. Rami Bomb on the other side of it, not even able to pop the World Ender right there to try and keep himself alive. Jimmy Cole going to stop the Rift Herald from getting a third charge off. But this game looking increasingly dire for UNC. 2 of their 3 outer turrets have been taken. CS leads for Maryville continue to grow. Guys, what is something UNC needs to do to get back into this game? Actually, hold on. Before we get to do that, Bandage Toss is going to be used. Curse of the Sad Mummy is popped as well. Ultimate going to be able to take him down. Lima Chalk is trying to use the Showstopper to buy some time, but Scary Jerry's still going to go down, but it goes to Castellan.
I think really good timing on that all-in. Scary Jerry's cleanse was like seconds away from coming back up, so that was just a really good timing, I think, from Castellan. Unfortunate that Moon got it, but
Cypress in a bit of trouble. Oh my, actually, don't know what he died to there. Maybe it was Scorch, but John 833 could be in a bit of trouble himself. Not able to finish off Kersey entirely, but gets out.
Yeah, Zaya died to the Q there after the R from Syndra.
Castellan gonna have to put on his juke shoes. Hits the bandage toss to Odd Orange. Odd Orange using the Dragon's Rage. Rami Baba had popped the World Ender, TP'd to the wrong turret. It's not going to be able to catch up to Odd Orange there, who gets out with under 200 HP.
Also interesting to note is Rami Baba has the Serrated Dirk there, opting for the Eclipse build when behind. So he will not be. He won't be as tanky.
I think you have to go full damage when you're this behind in the game. Otherwise, you'll have no chance of.
I think you're getting one shot.
I think you're getting one shot no matter what. If you're even building Gordrinker here, but
I think what is interesting to note is Maryville do not have a dedicated tank. They do have 2 bruisers, but not someone like a Leona or a Sejuani that this Aatrox is going to have a hard time trying to burn through. So the Eclipse build, while it might look bad, I think it will be okay if he is able to get onto the back line of Maryville. But getting there is the difficult part.
yeah, I see a Rod in the Syndra's inventory. I'm wondering if he might just go for the Death Cap second item. I'm pretty sure he's fed enough to do so.
Yeah, the Death Cap second item could potentially be where APA is looking. Ocean Dragon is Ocean Rift is going to be the one we see on the docket this time around, but Kersey made the mistake of walking into a bush. Showstopper going to be used, and everything going to be used. Odd Orange on a rampage. On the other side, Rami Baba getting taken down by John 833. Nothing he can do, just too far behind. Maryville running away with this game, almost 10,000 gold up at 14 minutes.
Yeah, Renekton has done a great job this game, just dominating lane and solo killing Rami over and over. And the Odd Orange has been pretty proactive on the Lee Sin. Getting these picks, getting these kills.
Oh, Jimmy Coy actually going to flash the Scatter of the Week right there, but is it enough to get the kill? It is. Don't think APA. Actually, APA did have ultimate there, just didn't have enough orbs to be able to kill Jimmy Coy.
And there's the Death Cap. Oh
no mana.
My. This Syndra is going to do some damage.
Yeah, that Syndra is going to hit like a small truck, but UNC not worrying about it just yet. 2v2 on the top side, excuse me, a 3v2, 4v2. How many more members can we get? Rami trying to do some damage. Cypress has arrived. Good chunk of damage. That ultimate going to go wide. No blood has been drawn. UNC do have numbers advantage, but Maryville with the health advantage.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I think you really just have to be playing with jungle if you're UNC. Diego, the only one with a completed item, although Zai just got the Gale Force, but I think if the play does not involve the Viego, you should not be going for anything right
Yeah, it is very difficult. How much more bleeding can UNC sustain before they bleed out? Second Herald going to go over to Maryville. It's going to be interesting to see where they use it. Jimmy Coy could make the mistake of trying to jungle in his own jungle. What is something you guys think UNC need to do to try and get back into this game?
Just get picks. In team fights, Viego needs a reset, or I don't really see a chance of UNC winning.
Yeah, I think playing Karuka is the only out for UNC right now in team fights. I don't think it should be too big.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, this ninja just hitting like a truck right now.
Kersey playing a dangerous game, walking this close up. Has the Spirit Rush available, so for bot side, but the flash, you can't dodge that. Has to burn his own flash. And on the other side of it, John 833 pushing off 3 members of UNC. Curse of the Sad Mummy and the Bandage Shots are going to connect. Jimmy Coy going to use the Heartbreaker over the wall, but so much damage from John 833. Gale Force going to be used to be able to take him down, but he still kills the Viego before he falls. But on the bottom side, UNC have a bigger problem. This Herald being popped. 4 members strong for Maryville. They're going to take this turret, and they're going to take this inhib as well. Nothing UNC can really do. UNC just standing, spectating this Herald just rip apart their base, and I believe it's actually going to get a Nexus turret hit, and it is. Maryville.
Man.
Jimmy
That's
Coy
it.
not alive to smite it away. It's a high value Herald for sure.
Luckily, that Nexus turret does not fall. Sits at, I think it was like 200, 300 HP. It will start regenning health, which is very good, but now UNC have the problem of these super minions pouring into their base. But might it be a misplay from Maryville because there's no Baron for them to go for. There's no Dragon Soul for them to take just yet. So a lot of gold is going to be pouring into the bottom side for UNC, which might potentially help them get their carries some items. We see the Everfrost and the Gale Force for Kersey and Cypress. Rami Baba still working on his first item with that Eclipse. Aatrox not having the best of games this time around.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Maryville might just do Baron on spawn since they're so much stronger in a team fight. So let's see what UNC can do to kind of prevent
There
that.
are a lot of pings towards this top side for Maryville. They might actually just try and blow up. John 833, Rami Baba having to flash out. Jimmy Coy going to be taken down. Oddorge is unstoppable. What looked like a good pick for UNC goes, it all circles back to their issue of lack of damage. And John 833 actually TPs to the cannon minion right there so they can take the turret.
Yeah, I think UNC's play there was just red. I think Maryville, they know that UNC knows that Renekton just boosts Flash, so Renekton just plays aggro in the side lane. Everyone comes and Maryville just answers. It's just a really tragic game right now.
Top side being taken by Maryville. Bandage Toss goes in, but the Scout of the Week is going to push out that in. Castellan going to get showstoppered into 4. Cypress hits a big one, but Ryan Baba is able to get his first kill. Syndra just got 2, though. Health bar so low. Odd Orange going to finish off another one. Cypress, the last remaining member, and actually a quadra kill for Maryville APA, and 19-minute ace, and dare I say, the game.
Yeah, there might not even be a Baron to spawn this game. I think Maryville just ends the game right here.
Yeah, this Syndra was really strong there. Hit everything, ulted the Viego, which was UNC's kind of only win con in that fight.
Maryville University going to win in a sub-20-minute game. I believe this was the fastest game in UNC's season so far, but not in the way that they wanted it to go.
Yeah, that was a pretty dominant showing from Maryville there. I just want to shout out the bot lane for UNC. I thought they actually played the opportunities really well.
Yeah.
Got some kills bot, even though the early level 2 didn't go so well for them.
Yeah, I think Zai was actually up CS. I don't know if they're up gold, but I think the bot lane played pretty well. It's just the game was just too accelerated for Zaya to have any
Mhm.
impact in the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was talking a little bit pre-game about the differences between the top side of the map for Maryville and the bottom side of the map for Maryville. I believe top side of the map for Maryville is all challengers, maybe like 2 challengers, 1 grandmaster, and I think the bot lane for them is master. Or I'm sorry, is either diamond or master, something like that. But yeah, UNC falling too far behind in this early game, namely top and mid just got solo killed very, very early on. Those gold leads just spiraled out of control for APA and for John 833. And of course, I mean, Odd Orange able to use the lead that they already had and was able to snowball it into something even bigger for himself. So while UNC's bot lane did get ahead, sadly didn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I'm curious how the UNC will go about draft for this game
Mhm.
too. I think there's 2. They can go like into really hard into like aggressive laning phase again.
Uh-huh.
Just like pick some 4-lane champs. Honestly, just pick the Renekton yourself. Maybe I don't know if Rami plays it, or they could just go the alternate route, which is just play some really safe lanes. Like I don't know, Sejuani top maybe, or
Yeah.
Azir mid. Just farm lanes and just try to outplay the bot lane. Try to play through bot lane and just hope that their team fights are better later in the game. But
Mhm.
yeah, interesting
Yeah.
to see how they adapt.
Franklin, any insight from you?
Yeah, I felt like UNC just played too aggressive early game against strong laners, and they just got punished for it. They just
Mhm.
got killed over and over. Early game was kind of a mess for them. Definitely could have played a more stable lane state there instead of just trying to flip it.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see if they just decide to like flip it again, go aggressive. We'll see what they think their highest chances of winning are.
Yeah, so it was just confirmed. All of Maryville's players are either challenger or masters. So very, very big skill disparities between some of the UNC players who are high diamond or masters themselves, but obviously going up against some of these challenger players are going to be a rough time, just considering the difference in that right there. But UNC is not out of this series just yet. It is a best of 3, so losing this first game does not mean that it is over just yet. We will have to just see if they decide to remain on blue side or if they want to switch it over to red side to potentially go for a counter pick. We're going to hop into a short break before we see if that happens, though. So don't look away from that browser. UNC Esports will be right back.
Dion, hand it over.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2. We are already hopping into draft right now. Bans for this first time have already come through. Caitlin, Karthus, Yumi, Aatrox, Graves, and the last ban for UNC will be this Syndra, not wanting to give that over to APA. But UNC opting to go for the red side this time around, and the immediate Lucian lock-in for Maryville.
That's Lucian.
You don't want to see that, yeah, if you're UNC. Do you pick Nami here? I'm not sure if that's a
I think
play.
you just go Aphelios Lulu.
Aphelios Lulu. is the
Aphelios
answer?
Lulu.
Or Aphelios, one of those. Something like that. You
Could you go Aphelios Nami, you think?
No.
Not Aphelios Nami?
No, Nami likes more burst lanes, but they are opting for it. Maybe Nami. I can only think of Nami Draven as a viable option, but I don't think Cypress plays Draven.
Nami Brand. It's
Nami
time.
Brand.
Nami Brand, if you're going for the full magic damage, and the Twitch is locked in for UNC. We had a listen in to the team prior to this draft, and they said, "quote It's a Twitch angle." So we don't know if that's in the hands of Jimmy Coy or if that's in the hand of Cypress, but the Pike.
I think Maryville was trying to bait the Nami there, but maybe not.
J4 going to be locked in. Pike, I was about to say Pike could still go here, but that is a as aggressive as a bot lane if I've ever seen one, guys.
Yeah, once again, Maryville just going for the early game, super aggressive picks. J4 Pike, they're definitely going to try to smash the game open early again like last game.
Yeah, trying to get ahead with these early picks. They have very good ways of setting up these engages. You have the flag and drag from the J4. You have the Cataclysm. You have the Pike Q and the Death from Below. But UNC, Rami getting off of the Bruiser, and as I was talking a little bit beforehand, being put on tank duty this time around with a very good scaling top laner.
Yep, mids and top still open for Maryville, so UNC banning a Kali here. I'm not sure what the ban lasts, but probably something like Silas, I'd assume, unless they're just picking it here.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, that was a pretty smart, I guess, draft trap by Maryville there. They picked the Lucian, trying to bait the Nami so they can pick the Pike. I think they also know Castellan doesn't seem that comfortable on Enchanters, so, and he's playing Nami this game, so difference in play style.
Nami's definitely going to have to kind of smurf to get some value this game, I think.
A Cassiopeia ban. That is quite interesting. He might be opting for the Silas here or something.
Yeah, so
ban, I think it's just a Zir here, no? Oh, Galio.
Oh.
Looking at APA's champion pool, Cassiopeia is his third highest picked champion on his account. He has a 64% win rate on it.
That does seem pretty good.
But some of the champions that APA is very good at that have been left open, the Talia with a 68% win rate and the Victor with a 60% win rate. All of those still left open. Ari, on the other hand, do not have data for that because it's not, I guess, not as played, but I can guarantee you it is still within his wheelhouse, and it is going to be locked in.
Yeah, the Galio lock-in is actually pretty surprising. I don't know if Kersey has ever played it this season yet, but I think UNC definitely opting for more, actually not really safer, but maybe easier lanes to play, hopefully this game.
Diana jungle.
Yeah, so looking at our stats, Kersey has not one recorded game of Galio this split so far, but we do know that Jimmy Coy has a few games of Belveth, but it's actually
Twitch jungle.
Is going to be the Twitch jungle. Ezreal in the ADC role, which is a lot safer. Into the Lucian Pike, but
leaving Nami out to dry.
Gents, what do you think of this Twitch jungle pick?
This is gonna be really interesting. I'm pretty sure Twitch will be invaded level 1, level 2, and every level throughout the game. But I am interested to see how Jimmy Coy will play this pick.
Definitely gonna need some early kills.
Yeah, looking just got some of the data on APA's Ari. 22nd most played champion, so very low down there, and only a 33% win rate on the Ari. So maybe this Galio pick, which is a safer pick, just overall throughout this entire game, works really well with Engage as well. So while it does have the safer capabilities with the taunt, with the magic damage shield, does have the ultimate to be able to make really good engages, and that taunt as well to be able to start fights. But yeah, I think all eyes are going to be on Jimmy Coy with this Twitch jungle. You guys believe that the invade for with level 1 is going to happen. This J4. Do you think he has the dueling power level 1 to engage this Twitch?
I'm probably versus Twitch. I mean, but it won't just be the J4. I think the whole team will just ward enemy jungle, find where Twitch is, and just kill him. I think that's the biggest weakness of Twitch jungle. But UNC side, they decided to go for lanes that are really easy to gank. You know, easy gank setup for the Twitch. So I think they are leaning pretty heavy into the Twitch here, so
Yeah.
it'll definitely make or break this game. Whether Jimmy is able to survive the first few levels of this game.
Yeah, the first few levels are where UNC went wrong in game 1. All 3 lanes having a death before 5 minutes. Jungle was safe, but Jimmy Coy did not run away and get out of the wrath of Odd Orange and the gang. But looking at this final draft, very engage heavy comp from Maryville. Gnar, J4, Pike. You could not ask for more aggression. So what do you guys think is UNC's game plan, seeing these hyper aggressive champions of Maryville? Do they fight aggression with aggression, or do they try and back off these fights and then re-engage onto them again?
I think mainly they just back off. They can look for opportunities with their Twitch, but I think ball in for Maryville definitely has prio, which is pretty scary. Having a Lucian and Pike sitting in Twitch's bot side jungle would be kind of bad.
Yeah.
Definitely hard for UNC to engage. Their really only engage tool is probably just Ornar, but just Ornar. So I'm not really sure how they'll be able to play these fights out without just kiting away with Ezreal. But we'll see how this early game goes. I'm definitely interested to see what happens.
Yeah, we will have to see how well UNC can fare this aggression that Maryville is throwing at them. Sub 20-minute game in game 1. UNC looking to punch back to try and stay in this series. Game 2 is going to start in a few minutes. You do not want to miss this game. Don't turn off that browser. UNC Esports will be right back.
Mission 41B, the first flight of the Orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 between UNC Esports and Maryville University. We've got a banger of a series this time around. UNC on the red side, Maryville on the blue side. Game is going to be an interesting one. UNC trying to stay in this series, wanting to make playoffs. Maryville looking to remain undefeated so far. Jimmy Coy playing the Twitch jungle for the first time this season with the Hail of Blades. Gentlemen, what can we expect?
Some cheese.
Cheese? What type of cheese? The Twitch variety or otherwise?
Well, we hope the Twitch variety, but
Cypress.
Oh, and you already see Maryville just walking
Ooh!
into the enemy jungle. They know that they're stronger level 1 because enemy team has a Twitch.
Yeah,
So
Kersey
really,
is there. Does have the taunt available. Is actually going to hit up Align My Chakra. And Align My Chakra is going to go down. And the first blood over to Jimmy Coy's Twitch jungle.
that was some brilliant mind control from UNC there.
Maryville not respecting the Twitch pick. Forget what I said. Twitch is the best jungle in the game, I think.
All of the UNC believers in the house rejoicing that Jimmy Coy has been given an extra 400 gold to his name.
And this is huge because now he actually gets a farmer camp instead of a late invade from Maryville. It's just Jimmy Coy hitting level 2, which is honestly when Twitch power spikes. So.
And what is even better, no sums burned for UNC. Granted, no sums burned for Maryville anyways. And John 833 actually starting Leap to be able to get some extra.
Also started Cole.
Did start Call as well. So not even going for the Dorn's Blade or the Dorn's Shield. Jimmy Coy still on his grump.
He's having a good time.
He's just enjoying it. Lama Chakra trying to get some more damage, but the return damage from UNC is there. But Cypress very low already, and that's the good part for Maryville. Actually, Castellan gets locked up right there. If he gets hit by one more of those when he's level 2, I think he just dies.
If they were level 2 there, he was for sure just
or
dead.
at least burning flash,
No,
but I do think Align My
not even
Chakras
flash,
baits
yeah.
the flash as well. Castellan walking, actually dodges it just barely, but the Slain being pushed in already for UNC. Zippers has a assist, but not really the most amount of gold.
This lane is definitely going to be difficult early as another hook lands. Oh.
Yeah, I think Castellan has to, actually not going to recall here. Does have one more pot, so he's going to use that. But we could see if they decide to dive here. Oh, Cypress going to get hit by the harpoon. Jimmy Coy is in lane, the flash. Kersey going to try and get the taunt off. Is he in range? No, he doesn't have it. Flag and drag going to kill, and APA gets a kill onto Jimmy Coy. Kersey is going to fall as well. And what looked like a promising engage for UNC is a big blunder as APA gets 2.
Yeah, you hate to see that. I think Gaio maybe didn't have pawn up or something.
It has to be what it was.
Yeah,
It was, I think, a bit of a misplay from Gallia and a very good flash from APA there. Just got out of all the CC, or else he would have been dead.
Yeah.
Response to him, jungle orange, just instantly flash queuing. And securing double kill.
Another lane gank for Jimmy Coy is going to be spotted immediately. Scary Jerry going to lock the flash forward for Jimmy Coy. He's going to dodge the undertow. Scary Jerry having to burn both summoners. And it's really good because Cypress and Castellan are now able to push in this wave and potentially make him miss some CS.
Definitely not the worst for UNC, but
Ooh.
this is really all Twitch can do though, these kind of games. So I'll be interested to see if they can actually convert this into anything mid-game. We'll see.
Yeah, Odd Orange with a 11 CS lead onto Jimmy Coy, but keep in mind Jimmy Coy still has that first blood gold to his name, so yeah, that's a lot of damage Kersey's taking
This
right
lane
there.
does not look fun for Galio.
UNC definitely playing for the team fights
It's looking
later.
like a dive.
Yeah, and Kersey might actually just get
No
over.
flash.
Flag and drag,
Yep.
gonna get hit, and no mechanics required. APA starting back where he finished last game, 3-0 on this Ari. Already has a 300 gold bounty.
This game might just be cracked open, wide open, sorry, by this Ari. At level 6, I'm pretty sure after that, no one will farm anything, because the Ari will just go to every lane and just kill everyone. Yeah, Fed Ari is definitely not what you want to see if you are a Twitch this game.
And he's going AP Twitch at that.
Yep.
Picking up the Blasting Wand, so not going to go the typical Kraken Slayer or other items like that to potentially try and burn through Maryville, but it's going to rely on the Poison, I believe, which scales with AP.
Yeah, it definitely scales really well. I think AP Twitch probably honestly stronger than AP Twitch at the moment. And I think for jungle it's just the best. You have a lot more burst, and then with the Hail Blades you can get a lot of autos off, proc your passive instantly, and get like a really big true damage burn on the person you're ganking. But he has to be able to convert this first blood into something.
Speaking of ganking, Rami is in a bit of trouble. Knows there's a flag and drag coming, but does dodge it. But on the other side of the match, Cypress is in a bit of trouble using the Arcane Shift to get out. Line My Chakra is still very high health, but Odd Orange almost dying.
Here comes Twitch.
Twitch is here. Jimmy Coy has arrived. Odd Orange does not know he is there. The recalling is going down, and he sees him. The flag and drag is available, so he is just going to use that to get out. But on the other side, Cypress is going to be slain by Scary Jerry. Castellan has flash up, but do you even use it right here? I'm going to hold on to it, but Cypress still going to go down. Maryville pick up a kill across the map.
Yeah, it's really tragic here. Twitch got the first blood. He was able to have some impact early, but now I think it's going to be really hard to play as Maryville is just...
Kersey.
I think he's just dead.
Oh,
Yep.
the Spirit Rush. But does he get the return kill?
No,
No.
he
So,
lives.
wait, Castellan rotating up. No more Spirit Rush. Oh, the Flash Bubble from Castellan. Can he finish it off? One more auto will do it. The shutdown goes over to Nami.
Well, Nami got the shutdown, so
Not the
good
best,
good
but a
play,
kill is a
but better
kill,
than
I mean.
nothing. Better than
It's a
nothing.
kill.
And Cypress is taking a lot of damage off the other side of that. But yeah, gold is gold.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy Coy learning that a rat does not beat a man with a big spear. Can confirm. At least at this point in time.
He will eventually.
If you let him truly ascend to total ratdom. Scary Jerry trying to finish off Cypress right there. Kersey. There's 2 right there. Lima Chakra's going to use the Dredge Undertow to get out. John 833. He doesn't dive here, does he? No way.
No, but Orin really can't do anything.
Orin
either.
is trying his best
Nar
to
can just do whatever he wants
get
at
all
this
the
point.
farm, and Nar just keeps bashing his head against that turret.
Yeah, the solo lane's going really well for Maryville so far, at least in terms of CS. Especially mid.
It's very hard for Rami Baba and Kersey to get farm, considering they are in the melee v ranged matchup, which right now is biting UNC in the butt. But come time of team fights and major objectives, I feel like they do have an edge in the engage and overall capacity of these team fights. Because keep in mind, Maryville have also not gone for any, except for as Auto Orange goes for the Rift Herald right now, but they haven't gotten a dragon yet. They haven't been able to push any turrets as well as last game. Cypress going to Arcane Shift, but the culling going to hit him so much right there. Trying to get their turn kill before the death from below can go, but it goes to Castellan again. Cypress cannot buy a kill.
I'm getting fed here. Not really what you want to see, but honestly, not too bad considering I thought Ezreal would just die there.
Ooh.
0.
Speaking of dying right there, Kersey in a bit of trouble. I don't know why he is tapping the W. I know it gives damage reduction, but Jimmy Coy trying to get the kill onto Scary Jerry. Uses the ultimate, flashes forward actually. The heal goes down, but the poison will tick. Oh, and he gets slain by the turret. Just an execute there and a huge shutdown bonus going to Jimmy Coy.
I think an auto miss or something. I think he might have autoed the tower with his R. I'm not sure exactly. But honestly, hey, we'll take it. A kill for UNC.
I think that might be Nashers for him now.
Twitch getting fed, yeah. Going for his Nashers tooth. Twitch can get more kills. I think this game might actually be playable.
In a bit of trouble. There is no... Oof. I was about to say, there's no way they can get him here, right? Alama Chakras. Oh my gosh, literally 1 HP, but John 833 is in trouble as well.
Predicting the flash there with his W, that was pretty insane play.
The Twitch is coming online.
The red snipe burn plus the Twitch burn just basically ignite at that point. Just kills it hard.
Ooh, Castellan.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Castellan has to concede this turret. I don't know if he saw the odd orange, but he sees him now. Doesn't have flash or tidal wave available. I believe it just came up, but Cypress is here now. Does have the True Shot Barrage, but the flash forward. Cypress gonna get locked up. The Cataclysm gonna go down. UNC's bot lane not allowed to play this game.
Yeah, just not enough respect shown there by Cypress there. Not respecting the Ari flash charm.
Kersey in a bit of trouble. Actually goes back into Scary Jerry. Tries to Gale Force away. But the culling going to go down. Actually not at the right angle. Kersey gets out with his life.
Yeah, interesting play by Kersey there. Jimmy no flash on Ari.
Jimmy Coy has no flash himself, but APA
Vision.
playing the Bush game. Doesn't have mana. Actually gets a kill. 4 kills for Jimmy Coy now.
Jimmy Coy is online for sure. I think he might be able to carry this game if he can get a few more kills and get his mythic, which will probably be a Crown of the Shatter Queen.
Rami Baba in a bit of trouble. Call of the Forge God goes down a tad too late, or does it? Doesn't have flash to be able to get in range. Turret mid gonna go down. His health bar is so low. Hits him with the boomerang. 1 auto will do it. He tries to get him. 1 auto gets out of the turret range, and it actually no, he's not gonna be able to get this turret. But 4 plates essentially is the turret.
I mean that's just an item diff. Nar had the full Trinity Force there.
Jimmy Coy is here. The gang does not know. Odd Orange is there. Ultimate from the Galio goes down. Forces the flash out from the J4.
Pyke is still on the flank. I'm not sure if they know.
Castellan is going to get locked up by the Dredge Undertow there, but Bubble is dodged. Kersey goes in there, dashes about a whole 3 feet. But the taunt is still available. Death from below is available as well. Going to miss, though, so he doesn't get the reset. Could UNC try and go for more? Kersey is here with the gang, and that's 2 kills for Jimmy Coy. Double kill going over to this Twitch. UNC looking to try and get more off of it. Line My Chakras has flash, but no Dredge Undertow. Going to flash over the side of the wall there. UNC 4 members mid. looking to rotate towards this Hextech Dragon, but there are 2 members of Maryville in their jungle.
I think a Hextech Dragon is huge as well here. That attack speed is being really useful for Twitch.
They
All
see
you
the
want-
J4, but do they see the Ari? Castellan going to get locked up. Electrocute going to finish him off. It is a 3v3. TP's coming in. Cataclysm is massive, but Rami Baba trying to do his best. Cypress very low, missing the Mystic shots. A triple kill for Maryville APA. Make that a quadra kill. Do they go for the penta? They see Kersey. They're typing for him to give it. He wants it so bad. APA going to miss the charm. Kersey saying, nope, you are not getting this penta. But APA coming online.
Yeah, great flank from APA there. No vision there. Picks out the Nami.
Uh-oh.
Gets the ult. Oh.
And APA with the Medjais there, picking up 4 kills
Oh.
after buying the Medjais.
Didn't
That's a
even-
value purchase right there.
I believe he had a Dark Seal prior to that. John 833 trying to get out right there. 3 members mid for UNC, 2 members for Maryville. But Maryville, 10,000. Guys, I've seen this episode before.
Well, this time we have a fed Twitch. Don't worry.
14 minutes in the game. I feel like this game has been much longer. That is kind of crazy.
Kersey doesn't believe that APA is still there. Actually survives by the skin of his teeth. That magic damage shield keeping him alive. He wants that farm.
Oh, here comes
Oh.
a bike.
Uh-oh. Wait, where are you
Align
staying?
My Chakras has the death from below. If he sits and recalls, oh, he sees it! He dashes over the wall! Align My Chakras picks up another kill for himself on this pike.
Yeah, just an overstay from Kersey there.
Yeah.
This is a really rough game. I think the game was just made really hard from that mid play where the 2v2 went bad. I think without that, maybe UNC might have been in a playable spot, but instead they are 10k gold down. Just really rough from that one play.
10k gold down. No turrets or dragons or Rift Heralds to their name.
APA going for the death cap again. He is really fed again. Really scary for Twitch, but Twitch is building towards that crown, so that'll help him stay alive against the assassin threat.
Align My Chakras taking a lot of damage, but just going to be able to heal it back up, and with the help of his team, going to be able to stay alive. But I think Jimmy Coy, just as you guys are saying, is the win condition for UNC. He is the one who has to deal all of this damage in these team fights, and it's going to be up to people like Rami and Kersey to frontline for him, to say, look, I'm going to just stand in front of you and soak all of this Ari's damage, and you have to kill her, because I will die, and I will not be able to do it twice. Jimmy Coy not knowing where to go, hesitating between the jungle and the top side.
Yeah, I think
Taking some big damage, but the immediate engage from Maryville. Rami Baba trying to use the call. The Ford's got the Galley ultimate is going to go down, but Odd Orange going to make sure Jimmy Coy cannot fight. Health bars low for multiple members of each team. John 833 looking for the Gnar. Going to flash and Gnar into the inhibitor. Death from below. Going to secure 1 and going to secure 2. And that's going to miss as well, but a double kill for Maryville. They are knocking on the Nexus of UNC. The Herald is spawned. They are 5 members
They're trying to
strong. Ladies and gentlemen, they are trying to finish this game. Cypress doing his darndest to keep alive. Jimmy Coy is up. Can he get the quadra? There's so many low health bars. 1 kill will do it.
The Herald.
Odd Orange gonna have to sit and recall right there. Can't even go under the turret. Is just gonna execute himself. 1 auto will do it, but the shutdown actually goes over to Cypress. He is finally on the board for this game, but the rest of the gang escaped just barely. Maryville running away with this game. 13,000 gold up, 17.5 minutes.
Yeah, I really think UNC had to slow the game down. Like you saw before that fight, they were just group 5 mid. They were like hungry for a fight, but that's really not what you can do when you're.
Oh, Castellan just gets taken down there. The Ari is fully online. Kersey misses the dash there, but the objective bounty has been claimed. Hextech Dragon is taking the first dragon of the game. Ironically, Death from Below is going to hit Jimmy Coy, my friend. You have no flash. Align My Chakras on a rampage. UNC have been in this situation less than 3 minutes ago. Rami Baba going to buffer the charm, but it's not going to matter. APA is godlike. 12-2-7, has 11,000 gold to his name. To Kersey's, am I reading that right? 4,000?
That's a 9K
might
gold
be
gap.
That is not. Guys, that's insane. Align My Chakra is going to give Cypress his second kill of the game. I don't believe Maryville can end the game just yet, but they are going to sure as heck try. Castellan so low. Flag and Drag not available. Jimmy Coy doing his darndest to get more damage. Scary Jerry dashing in there. Gale forcing in. Cypress Kenny pick up another one. Call of the Forge God going to be dodged by the flash. But Rami Baba wants more. He has blood in his eyes. Can't see it. He only sees red. Cypress going to pick up the kill onto APA. No!
Oh,
APA gets out. Rami Baba tries to get out, but Castellan somehow gets the kill. Cypress, Arcane shifting forward. Kills Scary Jerry. The shutdown goes to him as well. UNC surviving in these incredibly scrappy fights. Gold going into their pockets. They've cut this gold lead by a few thousand gold, but it is still a 13,000 gold lead.
Yeah, Maryville definitely playing for fun there. Just going in randomly, getting caught. I don't think they really care that much. But in these team fights, we can definitely see the strength of the Fed army. Aria really shutting down this Twitch, even though he's Fed. Just keeps burning his crown, burned his flash. Just really strong.
Ari going for the Lich Bane now.
Oh, don't take the red buff, Chakras. Don't. Okay. The smite going to go down for Jimmy Coy. The Baron comes online in less than 5 seconds. Maryville going to do it on spawn.
Also,
Super minions.
Also, UNC's comp kind of depends on two somewhat beefy frontliners. Well, mainly just Ornn. But Ornn and Galio are both pretty far behind.
Yeah.
Ornn does not have his mythic yet. And as we saw, Galio's gold looks a little smooth.
If we could see the gold on, yeah, the Ornn is down a little bit under 3,000, and Kersey, we don't talk about Kersey.
Nami's got more gold than him, man. Oh.
Kersey's on food stamps right now.
I think the mid lane gold difference is definitely a lot of Maryville's gold difference overall. You can see they're only about 14,000 up. That's like half the gold difference all in the mid lane right there.
Minions pushing into the top side for Maryville. UNC having to stop this. Will this be the last fight of the game, or will UNC hang on? Rami Baba going to get charmed up there, and his health is nearly gone.
Here comes Twitch.
Jimmy Coy popped the ultimate, trying to finish off Scary Jerry. Cypress forcing the stopwatch out, but that could be a huge call. The Forward God knows actually going to miss. APA going to slay Jimmy Coy right there, death from below, trying to hit Castellan. Castellan gets a kill onto Scary Jerry. Rami Baba gets one as well. Cypress doing so much. Align My Chakras has no death from below and little mana. UNC have won this fight so far, 3-4-1. They could try and look for more. Dashing in there, Align My Chakras is so incredibly low, but the Gnar goes in. Galio ultimate is going to be used to stop it. The buffer, Kersey, trying to get closer. The Everfrost gonna hit, but he uses the W, which slows him down. The dash one more auto will do it. He's so fast. Align My Chakras escapes just barely. But UNC hang on to fight another day.
Honestly, I think UNC's chances just improve the longer this game goes on. So, I mean, these fights are just crazy, though.
These fights are crazy. If we could see their items once again, production, I want to see what UNC. Cypress has not bought a mythic yet. So keep in mind, once he's able to get that mythic online, I feel like that will really help UNC.
Don't even think he builds Mythic next. I think it might be Cyrilda's. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Could be like Desperate.
It could be a close Dustblade, yeah. Or it could probably just be Cyrilda's. But Ezreal is definitely doing damage. If he hits Qs, failed EQ
misses
by
the
Jarvan.
flag and drag, which could potentially mean the difference between a kill right there.
I think Ezreal could have died there if that EQ went through. He just used his arcane shift, so just really fortunate that Jarvan failed his combo there.
Yeah, what is also very important is John 833 used his teleport on that J4 flag, so he does not have it anymore this game. APA actually TP'd bot as well. So
Ari with the Lich Bane.
Yeah.
Playing Eagle Buy, I think.
very interesting purchase from APA, but he has lost a lot of his AP from these past fights, died quite a bit. His Medjais went from 25 stacks down to 11. So that is a very big difference in the overall damage that he has, sitting at 569 AP.
Especially because he bought the Death Cap, which like increases your
Right there, Kersey just getting slain. APA, Jimmy Coy going to have to flash to dodge that right there. Call the Forge God, going to hit two, going to be able to kill him. Castellan on a killing spree. Jimmy Coy just caught right outside the Cataclysm. APA going to get hit by the Brittle. Cypress is going to fall though. 3v4, Death from Below still available for Align My Chakras. Rami Baba taking so much damage from APA, but the inhibitor has respawned, dashes forward, and the Gale Force going to finish it off. Jimmy Coy looking to try and get the angle, but just can't. Ow, the flash from Align My Chakras hits Jimmy Coy, and ladies and gentlemen, that might just be the game. Kersey is up. Can he defend? Health bars are low. Everfrost is going to be used, but he is going to try and save his KDA. No, going to fall anyways. And in about 5 more minutes than their last game, Maryville going to finish off UNC in this series and send them packing to remain undefeated.
Yeah, pretty brutal at the end there. Maryville just straight up egoed and just decided to go for the Nexus turret. And they ended up finding the picks with the Ari charm and just there. She's so fed. She's just one-shotting anyone who gets hit by it. So
Yep. Even the Ornn can't survive an EQ combo when she is that fed. There's really disgusting damage coming out from the Ari with a Lich Bane. Doesn't matter the items that she had. She was just too ahead of that game for it to matter.
Yeah, the Ornn did not have enough magic resistance to really be a frontline threat against that Ari. Plus, whenever the orb comes back, does true damage. So no amount of armor or MR is going to save you from that damage. UNC, it looked promising at the very start. Jimmy Coy getting that cheesy, while it may be, first blood onto Align My Chakra. But those just wasn't able to convert it into more kills for the rest of the match. Kersey getting how might I say this in a nice way?
oh, he just got fucked up, man.
Well, okay, he said it. You get one. Everyone gets one. But yeah, he got a little bit wrecked in that game. I mean, APA just playing his pick a lot better than Kersey was able to play his. The Galio was an okay pick. I was not mad about that Galio, but we were talking about it a little bit in game. That failed 2v2. I think it was like 6 or 7 minutes. Just snowballed APA because he was able to recall, get some good items, come back to lane, and then just continue to punish Kersey because he was down flash, was down TP, wasn't able to make a difference.
Yep. Immediately after that play, he was just dove under tower, like at pre-6, I think, and like after that, the game is just so hard to play if you're UNC. Mid lane is just going everywhere on the map with her Rs, and Galio can only follow like once every like 2 or 3 minutes with his Rs, so it's just plays are just so hard to make. UNC definitely had to slow down later in the game if they wanted to be able to scale up, but I don't think Ornn was even able to complete an item at the end of the game, so just really unfortunate. Just
too far behind.
Just
I
too
think
fast.
UNC couldn't really set up a play ever with Galio ult. His ults were just, I mean, he couldn't really find like an angle. They didn't really have the CC or like kind of coordinated it so that a good Galio could like CC up the whole team. But yeah,
I think it goes back to champion select where Maryville baited the Nami pick from UNC. Castellan, I hate to say it, but I think he had the second highest kills for UNC. That Nami just accidentally got so many more kills than the carries, which just ultimately hindered their performance to snowball as well. Because Cypress, granted, he was working towards more important items like the Mana Moon, wasn't able to get a mythic item completed. which I think if he does get that, that's a big spike for him, regardless of what that item is. But yeah, the Nami pick worked pretty well in some fights, but the Pyke counter pick, so much more aggression, the death from below executions, be able to get those resets over team fights.
Yeah. And Maryville just able to play like completely crazy with the lead they have, and it just works out because their champs are able to do that with any kind of lead. They just blow the game wide open. So definitely unfortunate early game. I think it was totally winnable, especially after that first blood. And even after the 2v2, it might have been winnable, but the game was just too fast-paced at that point. And I think UNC had to slow down a lot if they wanted to win that game. Just really unfortunate.
Franklin, any thoughts on that?
I like the Twitch pick.
Like the Twitch
I think
pick.
it ended up working pretty well considering the game state there, but just wasn't enough in the end.
Yeah, UNC not able to pull out the W. Sadly, this is going to be the end of their fall split for NACE play. They finished the season 5-3. Production, correct me if I'm wrong. 5-3.
4-3, I think.
Is it 4-3? 4-3. Excuse me. Yeah. So our do have a positive win ratio, which is something to celebrate, especially when your final opponent is someone that is as recognized in the collegiate community as Maryville University. We thank them for their playing in this game, obviously showing a lot more just team synergy and just outplaying UNC this time around. Guys, any final thoughts before we call it a night?
No, just Maryville is just too cracked. They're just winning every lane.
Maryville is
They're
cracked.
too good at the game, you know. It's just so hard to play if you're UNC.
Franklin?
Yeah, that was a pretty dominant showing for Maryville there.
Mm-hmm.
They actually just won every lane. Soul kills left and right. A lot of aggressive action from Maryville, which I like to see. Didn't fall asleep.
But I bet one of their players did not solo kill Zeus.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
So Rami has that to hold over Niles right there. But yeah, I mean that is going to do it for us here at the Carolina Gaming Arena studio. We have some more streams coming up for you this week. We have CS:GO tomorrow. It is their Smash on Friday. Okay, so we have CS:GO tomorrow. I believe it is their last match of the NACE season as well. Do we know their opponent, production? Do not know their opponent off the top of our heads, but you guys will be able to see that tomorrow. It is actually University of Cincinnati, so another big university that they're going to be going up against. We have Smash on Friday, so if you are a Super Smash player or just want to watch it, tune in to the stream on that time. I have been Podslim. This has been
The bod kill.
as NACL is holding his mic away. You can't hear it. But yeah, so we have had a great time here tonight, albeit a very short stream. But we thank you all for tuning in.
Bit of a speed run.
It was NA Airport speed run right there. How fast? Yes, it was the beat UNC any percent speed run. No mods this time around though. But yes, that is going to do it for us here at the Carolina Gaming Studio. We hope you guys have an awesome night, and now you can finally turn off that browser and y'all take it easy.